toy. You can go sit over there now. Yeah, Leslie, you are. You beat Jimmy. Jimmy's usually the first one. How's Leslie and the Harvey 5 tonight? Y'all going through drive-thrus right now, or Larry cooking, or you cooking? Hey, Virginia. Leslie says, finally. Yeah, I know it. Well, I started a little early, Leslie. She says, we're good, no drive-thrus, we both cooked. Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, I cooked too. It's darn dreary, drizzly, rainy night tonight. So far it's not drizzling right now, but it was just a little while ago. Hey, David C. Perkins. Saying hello, Miss Tootsie and Jeff. Hey, Dennis. Says we're here. Hey, Pam. I appreciate all y'all coming in. Oh, they've changed the YouTube's updated. They've changed. They've got the time and the people and the likes at the top center of the lives now, and then 3 little buttons over here on the side. I know one of them reverses the camera. Oh Lord, I'm glad I got my phone, because the darn thing's acting again. So I'm glad I brought my other phone, because all y'all are in small chat on the phone. Virginia says she cooked too. What'd you cook, Miss Virginia? Grandmother Virginia, what'd you cook? Hey Diane, hey, thanks for coming in. Saying hey to Jeff and Tootsie. Pam saying hey to Virginia. Virginia saying hey to Pam. I'm glad I brought this other phone, because the chat's overlapping on my phone. YouTube's done another update, I guess, or something. I don't know what this little button is. I'm not gonna touch. I'll wait till the end before I start touching on, gouging on this other stuff. And yeah, I use the word gouging. Hey, Bill and Barb. Hi, Jeff and Tootsie. Hug Tootsie for us. Hi, everyone. It's rain here also. Hope everyone's good. Hey, Gary, 2 R's. Hey, buddy. He's saying good evening, y'all. Yeah, I'm giving Tootsie loveys right now. Bill and Barb. Virginia says, roasted chicken tomorrow. I will make chicken and dumplings. Uh-oh. Well, how many of us want to go to Virginia's house tomorrow? Some of us are close enough to drive. Some of us are going to have to fly. We're going to have to book our plane tickets real quick, so we can get up there and eat some chicken and dumplings tomorrow night at Grandmother Virginia's house. You got enough seats for all of us at the table, Virginia? Hey, Jimmy. Hey, buddy. What's up, buddy? I just got to show you. I know it, Jimmy. You wasn't first. Virginia saying hey to Jimmy. Jimmy saying hey to Virginia. Diane says rainy and foggy here tonight. Not my favorite, but beats being front. Yeah, I know it. It's supposed to be 70 degrees here for a couple of days at the end of the week, as far as here where I'm at home. I'm still in Lenore. Yeah, Virginia's laughing. David says, I'm ready, let's go. Hello, Miss Virginia. Jimmy saying hey to Diane. Leslie says, I like me some chicken and dumplings. That's what Leslie's saying. Jimmy says, Gary with 2 R's, hey. Diane saying hey to Jimmy. Hey, John Esper, hey, buddy. Good evening to everybody in the chat from you know where. That's right. Good old Columbus, Ohio. Jimmy saying hey to David. Gary saying hey to Jimmy. Jimmy saying hey to Pam. Virginia saying hey to Leslie. And that she makes the rolled flat kind. And then Jimmy saying hey to Dennis. And Diane says, I made chicken and rice burritos tonight. Thanks, everybody's cooking tonight. Hey, De Niro, hey, thanks for coming in. He's saying greetings from Athens, Georgia, USA. USA, USA. Virginia's saying hey to David. Leslie, Jimmy saying hey to the Harvey Five. Leslie saying hey to Virginia with love. Virginia saying hey to Diane. Dennis is saying hey Jimmy. De Niro saying hi. Leslie saying hey to Jimmy. Hey Fred and Connie. He's saying hello and tagged me and Tootsie. Gary says, I've lost 10 pounds. I'm going to Virginia's to fatten me back up. Okay, Gary, we'll get us a plane ticket. Diane says, evening, Virginia. And for the ones that's just coming in, Virginia's making chicken and dumplings tomorrow night. So we all need to get us a plane ticket. She said she had room at the table for all of us. No, I'm just picking. Oh, yeah. YouTube's done another update right quick, too, for the ones that's just coming in. They've added stuff, I guess, where you can do stuff with it, but they've got the chat screwed up, so I'm glad I brought this other phone with me, because it's all overlapping, again, like it did here a month or so ago. So I'm at least got this other phone where I can be able to read y'all's chats. Let's see, let me get back up here, because y'all are, Diane saying evening, Virginia, Jimmy saying hey to Fred and Connie, David saying hey to Virginia, hope you're doing fine tonight. Pam saying hey to Gina. Hey David C. Perkins, I was reading your comment, didn't even say hey to you, that was my fault. Virginia saying hey to Fred and Connie, Diane saying hey to Fred and Connie. Hey Angie Sue, saying hey to me and Tootsie. Fred's tagged everybody, saying hello. Virginia saying hey to Gary, Jimmy saying hey to Angie Sue. Leslie saying hey to Fred, Pam saying hey to Fred and Connie. Gary saying hey to Virginia, Angie saying hey, Fred saying hey. Hey Dry Creek Bear Care, hey, while y'all are in here, Rob, Denise, I've been seeing where y'all been doing pretty good with the beard care stuff, getting orders in and getting orders out. You know, of course I'm on Facebook, so I mean, I know that's how y'all know I know and stuff. So I'm glad that's going good for you guys. So anybody that wants to order some beard care products, or of course they got other stuff too. You know, go to that Dry Creek Beard Care website or Facebook or whatever, and put in an order if anybody in here, you know, feels the need for some of that stuff. Because undoubtedly you'll get it in like 2 or 3 days after the order. Probably sometimes the next day. Wouldn't surprise me if you don't get it the next day. I guess it just depends on where it's getting shipped. Let me make sure. Okay, you're right there where Dry Creek came in. David saying hey to Rob and Denise. Leslie saying hey to Rob and Denise. Angie saying hey to Fred and Connie. Dry Creek saying hey to David. Virginia saying hey to Rob and Denise. Dennis says hey Fred and Connie and Virginia and Miss Leslie. Angie saying hey to Rob and Denise. Dry Creek says Leslie, the Harvey Five. Leslie says hi there, Dennis, and waves at him. And then Fred saying hey to everybody else, tagging them. Virginia's saying hey to Dennis and Teresa. John saying, where's the star of the show? I hadn't, she's on the picture as far as the live show, but I hadn't showed her yet. You're going to see her here in just a little bit, John, and everybody else, because I got something else to show everybody. I'm just waiting a little bit and letting everybody get in here before, that way I can just do it all at one time, because I got a present in the mail. And of course the title sort of tells a little bit. Dry Creek saying hey to Virginia. Dennis says hello to Rob and Denise. Leslie says they killing it on my order. I love it, every item. There you go, right there. See, Leslie's done told where they're getting orders in and out. Undoubtedly, because she says they're killing it. You know, she placed an order there I'm sure it was for Larry, not for her though. Angie saying hey to Virginia. Dry Creek says hey to Angie. Gary says hey to Fred and Connie. Virginia saying hey to Angie. Jimmy saying hey to Rob and Denise. Hey Brooke. Hey Brooke saying hey to everybody. Virginia saying hey to Brooke. Dry Creek saying hey to Fred and Connie. What'd you retract, Angie? I'm just messing with you. Oh, Leslie's put Dry Creek's Beard Care website up for him. Diane says, don't think I need beer care. And saying hey to Brooke. Dennis, Rob and Denise is saying hey to Dennis and Teresa. And to Jimmy. Jimmy saying hello to Brooke. Leslie says they have women's sprays and room sprays, Diane. Well, there you go. I didn't realize they had room sprays. Talking about like the air freshener type stuff, Leslie. I didn't realize they had that. Shoot, I need to get on there and I guess be looking. Angie saying hey to Brooke. Hey, Jimbo's cruising. Hey, buddy. Hey, everyone. What's going on, Jeff? Not a whole lot right at the moment, but I'm gonna flip the camera around here in a minute and then show you the latest news. Let's see, Diane says those I can use. Talking about the air sprays, air fresheners. Fred and Connie says hey to David. Rob and Denise is thanking Leslie with love. Hey, Kentucky Leisure. Oh boy, another Jeff and Tootsie surprise, my friend. Yeah, well, it was a nice surprise for me. I know that. I do know that. I don't know if they'll be in tonight or not, because I know they got ball games and kids and school and of course I'm sure he's at work right now. But it doesn't matter because I've already talked to him. Leslie says all true. Hey Deborah, you're Deborah Hayden, I think. She's saying hey guys. Are you new to me, Deborah? I can't remember if you've been in here or not. Virginia says hubby has never had a beard. And David says hey to Fred and Connie. Hey James, hey buddy. He's saying hi guys. Jimmy saying hey to James. Rob and Denise says neither did Rob, Virginia. And yeah, Rob's got him a great beard going on now. He's got the beard look going on, that's for sure. Leslie says they did at Christmas. I haven't looked lately. Okay, on the air freshener stuff. Fred's saying hey to everybody that he hadn't said hey to yet. Hey AR, hey, thanks for coming in. He's saying hello everyone. Rob and Denise says we had fall and Christmas room sprays, Jeff. We'll more than likely have some spring room sprays too. Okay. Hey, let me know. Shoot me a message or something whenever the spring stuff comes out. Then I'll take a look at it. Fred and Connie saying hello to AR. James is saying hey to Jimmy. Fred saying hey to James. Dry Creek saying, you know, like the shit winter spray. I think that's what she's meaning there, the shit winter spray. And James is saying hey to Fred, and I must be caught up. Yeah, so I must be caught up. I appreciate all y'all coming in tonight. Well, y'all jumped on here quick tonight. I might turn this heat off. It's got a little warmish. I'm gonna roll this window down a little bit too. But I'll go ahead and because like I say, I don't know if Kicking It Country, if they're busy tonight or not. I mean, I'm sure they are, because they got, you know, work and kids and you know, got a life like the rest of us. But like I said, I've already talked to them and everything. I'll go ahead and I hope this don't mess the live up, because like I was telling y'all, YouTube has updated the live stream stuff, I guess. I got stuff on here that I'm not used to seeing. Okay, it worked. There we are. Let me get some lights on. I'm in Casper. Lexi's staying clean. She's clean, but at least on the outside, but the inside, my side, the floorboard, I still got to clean it. I hadn't done that yet. So I still got to do that. Come here, Toots. Get up here, because they're going to see you too, even though they're getting ready to see you again. Let's see. Fred saying, hey to James. Dry says, you know, oh, wait a minute, I read that. Virginia says, we're having a heat wave. It got to 40 today. Yeah, I know it, and it's supposed to be like 70 for a couple days here later on in the week. Here's the star though. I know everybody's wanting to see her. All right, while I'm caught up, so I get a nice little surprise in the mailbox yesterday. I go to check my mail outside the house, and there's a package in my mailbox. You know, not that big, so I get it, and I see the return address, and I said, well, shoot, Scott and Amber's sent me something. So I open it up, and you talk about a surprise. And I mean, and I'm not, you know, when I say a real nice surprise, I'm not quoting Christmas Vacation, because it definitely was a really nice surprise and really unexpected. And I've got onto them that they've got to quit doing this mess. So anyhow, here is what it is. It's another cup, and it says Jeff and Tootsie camping at the bottom, and of course it's a picture of me and Tootsie. I hope that's showing up real good. I mean, it is on my phone, but I don't know how good y'all are getting to see it. And of course I'll catch up on y'all's comments here in a minute. I'm just sort of letting y'all, but you talk about a surprise. Now that's a surprise, and I'm just glad that I had numbers to where I could call them, text them, and thank them and stuff. But I mean, that's nice. It's one of those, you know, thermal mugs, like you know, they've already gave me one, but they sent me this one just out of the blue. Wasn't expecting it, didn't know it, so I'm definitely going to enjoy this. The only people that I've told was my buddy that lives here, that where his wife had passed away, and of course my brother. That's the only two people that even knew about this, or that I'd got this. But yeah, I definitely love it. And of course it came with the straw and everything. I just don't have the straw with me. I might put it in use tonight, maybe. I don't know. And I might just try not to use it at all, because I mean, I don't want to mess it up. I mean, that's nice. So thank y'all again, Scott and Amber. I know y'all will probably see this live show when you get a chance. Me and Tootsie really appreciate it, and you know, appreciate everything y'all have done for us. And I know that you're doing it because of, you know, what I done for y'all and stuff. But you know, anyhow, y'all know the story on that. So and of course it's back to drizzling again. Over here, y'all come right here and stand where they can see you better. Here, stand right there. There you go. There you go. Now everybody can see you better. All right, let me get caught up on the comments here. Look, Scott came in right when I was showing it, I guess. Let me get right here. John Esper says, hey Jeff, did you see that I got my picture taken with it? Yeah, I saw that on Facebook, John Esper. I think I liked it. I think I hit the like button on it. Fred Connie says, that's nice. Leslie says, that's amazing. Virginia says, nice. David says, that looks very good. Pam says, nice. And there's Scott, where he's come in and says, what's up, y'all? Diane says, very nice. Amber does a great job on those makes. She does. She really does. Bill and Barb says, wow, that's nice. Good picture of you and Tootsie. Yeah, it is. I was amazed. That was awesome how that turned out. And what's crazy is I think it was like a recent live show that I just did where that picture came from too. So, because I could tell by the picture, you know, I was like, I think I was just wearing that the last live or so. Barn Bills, let's see. Angie says, very nice. Jimmy saying, hey to Scott. Diane says, hi to Scott. And Scott says, hey to Diane. Fred saying, hey. Jimbo says, really nice gift. And Jimmy says, that's amazing. Fred says, hello, Scott. Dennis says, that's nice, Jeff. And Scott says, hey, Fred and Connie. Hey, Linda. Hi, Jeff, Tootsie, and everyone. What a nice tumbler from Scott and Amber. Dry Creek says, hey to Barb and Bill. Larry with 2 hours, hey, buddy. Am I able to order a cup with Jeff and Tootsie on it? That's amazing. Hey, you have to ask Scott in here. You have to ask Scott. They wouldn't let me pay him for it. Hey, Lordy. Leslie says, that's actually is a real nice surprise. Yeah, I mean, it really was. It really was. Like I said, I went to my mailbox yesterday, and I was like, holy cow. I said, is it Christmas again? Virginia's saying, hey to Scott. Brooke says she loves it. Thank you, Brooke. Angie saying, hey to Linda. Brooke says, how nice. Fred saying, hey to Larry and Linda. Scott says, I'm late, but not late. Scott, now dang it. I know you just sent me a gift, but that don't mean you can get away with the bad word. Can't get away with the bad word, Scott. I'll get on to you. The L-A-T-E word. Pam saying hey to Linda. Rob and Denise saying hey to Linda. Scott saying hey to Miss Virginia. Dry Creek saying hey to Pam. Virginia saying hey to Larry. Diane saying right on time, Scott. Dry Creek, Rob and Denise saying hey to Larry. Virginia saying hey to Linda. Linda's saying hey to Pam and Dry Creek. Yahoo! And Larry says, hey Fred, hey Virginia. Pam says hey to Rob and Denise. Larry's saying hi to Rob and Denise, giving them love. Linda's saying hey to Virginia, our cook. And yeah, Virginia's cooking chicken and dumplings tomorrow night, for the ones that hadn't heard yet. And we're all going to fly up our drive and horn in and eat her chicken and dumplings. She said she had enough room for all of us. And of course, I'm just picking about that. Hey, Virginia, though, we would love to see that meal, though, on a video. She's gonna cuss me now. Let's see, where was I at? Jimmy says, kicking it country, hello, Scott. What an awesome job you did on the cup. And Bill and Barb saying hey to Rob and Denise with love. Jimbo says to John Esper, I got some brisket to go at Bucky's last night. Great stuff, but really expensive. Scott saying hey to Jimmy and Connie. Bill and Barb saying hey to Fred and Connie. John Esper says, when I was at Bucky's Sundays, I got a brisket sandwich and a pulled pork sandwich to eat at home. Well, that's cool. And Diane says, chicken and dumplings sounds good, especially with cornbread. Yeah, are you doing cornbread also, Virginia? And you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Just, I forgot about the cornbread part. See, John retracted something. And Fred saying hey to John Esper. And I'm caught up again with you guys. Anyhow, well, I don't want to flip the camera around yet because while we're on a roll, of course y'all are having to stare at my ugly face. I guess I could tilt this steering wheel down and then y'all be able to see her a little bit more. Well, I don't know, that might make it worse. I can't get the steering wheel out. I just move the camera over. How's that? There, now you can see her a little better. Scott says, I'm going to Virginia's to eat. I'm definitely getting her on video. John says, the associates for telling me that Bucky Sunday that they are not going to order any more Valentine's Day cup. Okay, so I think he's talking about maybe those ones that are popular, the Stanley cups. I guess, is that what you're talking about, John? Saying that Bucky's is not going to order anymore as far as for Valentine's. Larry with 2 R's says Virginia and Leslie needs to exchange phone numbers so we can get pictures of these meals. I promise I won't call and breathe heavy again. Larry. Hey, Virginia. I can't remember. I don't know if I sent Leslie your number to her or not. But you can text me, Virginia, to let me know yes or no on that. Other than that, I can. That way you can send them the pictures of what you cook, like you do with me and stuff. And that's up to you, Virginia. Virginia's laughing at Larry. Jimmy's saying hey to Linda. Diane's saying hey to Larry. Virginia says no, I did corn muffins and sent them home with daughter. So she did the corn muffins. Linda says, Jeff, did you get a haircut? No, not yet. I get a haircut Saturday. I got to get this mess cut. I'm still debating on whether if I'm going to leave my top or not, since it's still winter. But I'm definitely getting. I got a haircut scheduled for Saturday, actually. Let's see. Leslie said, Dry Creek's laughing. Leslie says, them Buc-ee's cups for Valentine's Day are almost as popular as the... Okay, so it's not the Stanley Cups then. John says, can everyone tell me what the big fascination is with the Valentine's Day cups from Buc-ee's? Probably the same thing, John, as the infatuation over the Stanley Cups that everybody fought over. Right there at Christmas time or before. Linda's saying, hey to Jimmy Spencer, you behaving. And Leslie says, I don't have Virginia's. Okay, I didn't know. I'll text her, Leslie, or she'll text me. We'll see what we can get done. Jimbo's talking to John Esper. How close to Buc-ee's are you, John? We're 25 minutes from there. I think John's. Well, I'll let him tell it. Larry says, I love pictures of food. Oh yeah, hey, she sends. I'm telling you. That's why a lot of us talk about Virginia and her cooking and stuff, because some of us get pictures, and I mean it's crazy, the stuff she fixes and the meals. I mean, and she wonders why we give a ruckus over it of not doing videos. Jimmy says, Linda, yeah, I'm a good boy. Rob Denise says, I don't see any fascination with any cup that doesn't have Mountain Dew in it. Just, hey, I hear you, Denise. That's Denise typing that. Virginia says, I don't mind if Leslie has my number. I trust her. Okay, yeah. And I can send Leslie your number too, also, Virginia. And Leslie says, I don't get it either, talking about the cups. Jimmy saying, hey, Larry, almost missed you. And Leslie says, Virginia can have mine. So, look, so Leslie's already telling it before I got to the comments. Larry's saying, hey to Jimmy. Linda says, Jeff, can you hug Tootsie for... Yeah, I'll give her a hug. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Lovey. She loves Lovey's. Yeah. Dennis says, I agree, Rob and Denise. And John says, I heard there are people reselling those Valentine's cups on eBay for $150. I wouldn't doubt it, John. Wouldn't doubt it a bit. They're doing the Stanley Cups the same way. Saw that on the news. Dry Creek's giving thumbs up to Dennis Jackson. And Larry's saying, hey to Dennis and Teresa. Jimmy says, I won't get my hair cut till springtime. And then I can't go that long without a haircut. I got to go at least every 4 to 6 weeks. 6 weeks at the max. Dennis is saying hello to Mr. Larry. And Scott says pictures of Virginia's cooking, that would be like having a Playboy magazine. What good it is if all you can do is look. Scott's already getting it cranked up. I'm getting ready to get it cranked up here in a minute too, Scott. Let me get caught up on the comments. Not about Virginia. Don't miss read into that, Virginia. That has nothing to do with you. Not in that sense. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Wait a minute. Dennis is saying hello to that. Wait a minute. Who are you trying to say hello to, Dennis Jackson? Uh, John Esper saying I'm in Columbus, Ohio. He's 230 miles from Richmond. So that's what I say. I knew he was a couple-hour drive. I just was gonna let him tell it. Larry says no need to cuss at me, Dennis. That's something Denise would do. Dennis says, I'll keep it going till I get it right. And then Dry Creek's laughing at Larry. And then Fred says, Scott! Larry's laughing at Denise. And Linda says, Jimmy, do you mean cutting your hair or shaving your beard? Now, he's talking about cutting his hair. He cut his beard here, a couple months ago, Jimmy? And that's the first time you'd cut it in forever and a day. Then Scott says, the thing with Stanley Cups is a proven fact that if you can get a woman to buy it, it will be a trend. Well, I can agree to that. So I'm caught up on comments. So, not changing the subject, and like I said, Virginia, the only reason I mention you right now is if you want to, I'm going to give you a heads up. If you want to cover your ears, you might want to cover your ears on this. But I'm going to tell it. I got to. It's a good one. So how old was everybody when you found out that the Electric Slide song was talking about a dildo? I was 2 days ago old. Oh, I'm sorry, but I had to. Some of y'all already know this because I've sent it to you. I said, that's going to be a good one. I said, I got to tell that one on YouTube. And I didn't know. And I probably could play it on this phone, but if y'all want to look it up, I don't know if YouTube's got it or not, but I know it's on TikTok, which I don't have TikTok, but Facebook, it shows it up on Facebook. And I was in tears because the way the woman's looking, when it's saying, how old were you when you found out about the Electric Slide? And she's, doing this mess, and it's playing the song. Oh, yeah, Tootsie's embarrassed, I'm sure. Hey, Eli, buddy. Eli, the L word is a bad word. You're never LATE in my shows. No one is. Larry with 2 R's says, did you move, Jeff? Wasn't there a Pizza Hut behind you? Yeah, there is. I turned right there's Pizza Hut. I was putting the camera where y'all could see Tootsie better. Jimbo says, Columbus is a pretty good ride from Winchester. And Larry says, Tootsie's so embarrassed. Pam says, this week. And then Fred Cody says, say what? Yeah. Yeah. I need to send that to you. I need to send you what I got. I need to send that to you, Fred. I didn't think about sending it to you. And then Scott says, do what? Yeah, Scott, I need to send you this video. I'm telling you. Oh, Lord have mercy. And then David says, just now. And then Leslie says, dildos are not electric. That one was crazy. Well, they are. They're battery powered. That's electric. Lord have mercy. Some unplug in, I think. Well, I wouldn't know. I'm not a woman. APB Pam, you've come in at a bad time. Not bad as in bad, but just a crazy time. Lord have mercy. Linda says Jeff wants to use his electric slide guitar. Here come the women, Jeff. Leslie says, wait, I don't think they're electric. How would I know? I told you I was gonna get it cranked up. Lordy. And then Scott saying hey to Pam. Fred saying hey to PB Pam. Larry says, if it's electric, we better get a sugar protector. A surge protector. So where the hell did I get sugar out of that? Scott says, hey, Harvey, Leslie, and Larry. And PB's saying hey to Scott. Scott saying hey to Rob and Denise. Fred and Connie saying that's one to ask Blaine about. And his reaction. Yeah, I know it. I'm surprised Blaine's not in here yet. He's missing out. Leslie, of course, he said he was turning over a new leaf this year, so he's not, joking around as much, I think, this year as he's been being. Leslie saying hey to Scott. PB saying hey to Fred and Connie. Scott's got no, let's see, how's that go? The no hearing, no seeing, no speaking. Larry saying hey to Scott. John says, hey Jeff, that's a lot like the song after Noon Delight. Yeah, Afternoon Delight. Hey Geo Metcat. He's saying howdy y'all. Hey, thanks for coming in, Geo. Diane saying hey to Geo. Dry Creek saying hey to Scott. Linda says, Jeff, I think Scott's cup may have another use. Oh, Linda, bless your heart. Geo saying hey to Diane. Fred says, turning over a new leaf, oak or maple. And then Fred Connie saying hey to Geo. But I had to tell that one. Because I was like, because it plays the song a little bit, and you're hearing the words, and it's like, and I have seen other stuff, and this has been like last year and years ago, where there's other songs out there that kind of do how we do in comments, where we think dirty but speak it clean. And I know there's other songs out there that's talking about something else versus what you are hearing. And I can't think of any of them off the top of my head at the moment, but I know there is a few others. The Follow Me song. Here we go. He's right there. Oh, it's that truck that's turning. Got some crazies in Lenore. Now the phone's crooked. Hold on, let me straighten up my phone back. Hey, Lordy. Gio saying hey to Fred and Connie. Fred and Connie says, where did you learn that? The cat's meow. And then Leslie says, well, he has a tiny penis. Leslie. Jeez. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Geo says, only at Harbor Freight. Yeah, that's right, Geo. And then Dry Creek says, yep. Oh, Lordy. That's why I love all y'all. I love doing these live shows, because we can sit here and kid around and pick around and talk about anything and just make it fun. So I guess on a crazier note, we'll change the subject again. Scott says, yeah, Leslie, or an electric slide with dead batteries. And Scott, Leslie's laughing at Scott. Oh, Lord, have mercy. I'm about to roll up this window. It's drizzling too much now. I'm getting wet. The phone's getting wet. So anyhow, wait a minute. Rob and he says, only thing that he can make a noise is a truck. Right. Bunch of high school teenagers out here that's up here every Tuesday, undoubtedly. It's a wonder they don't try to come up and approach me like, are you live on YouTube or something? Which they, don't want them to. Don't know them. I don't need anybody else. Oh, I got choked up. Diane says, Scott, I keep telling you, rechargeable is the way to go. And Scott says, how in the world can we get any crazier than this? And Leslie says, that's a good one. Oh, hell, now he's right here beside me. That's him right here. Here he goes again. Hell, he might be watching my show. I don't know. I don't know who it is. I really don't. And my phones went off crooked and stuff. He's still, now he's getting ready, I think he's getting ready to go through Chick-fil-A. Here, I'm going to flip the camera around. Nah, them bushes are going, yeah, he's going through the Chick-fil-A drive-through. Leslie says, that's a good one. Gio says, come on, do a burnout with some retreads. Yeah, well, it's wet out here, so he's not going to, use much rubber. No pun intended. Larry says, what's the difference in an enzyme and a hormone? You can't hear an enzyme. Yeah, I've heard that one before, Larry. I think Leslie sent me that one. What's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone? You can't hear an enzyme. Linda says, Jeff, I think someone in that truck wants your attention. Probably so. Virginia, I hadn't seen any comments from you. You still got your ears covered. Dry Creek's in tears. Leslie says, I'll bet he never uses much rubber. Linda says, Jeff, I think so. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't read. I missed Leslie's comment there. And then Scott's laughing at Larry's comment. Yeah, I think we got Virginia speechless after I started that. Because I knew she grew up with the electric slide. Oh, Lord have mercy. I mean, I've watched that video 7 times probably. I ain't kidding. I get tickled about it every time I watch it. So anyhow, we'll, yeah, I know. If I don't pet on you, you go all to pieces on me. I'm caught up on the comments, so I guess we'll get something else cranked up. But this won't be like what we've been talking about. This is going to be more or less, Lord knows what kind of comments. So I was going to mention, what's everybody's thoughts? Because tonight's a big night. As far as to see how big of a lead he's going to have, because we're down to 2, and I'm sure y'all figured out what I'm talking about now. The primary election. Undoubtedly, Nikki's gaining ground. So I was going to get y'all's thoughts on it. But what I wanted to say right quick on that, and then I'll read y'all's comments. Me personally, I don't have a thing against Nikki, because I hadn't seen enough to not like her yet or anything. But on that note though, I have seen and been told where undoubtedly she's gaining ground because the Democrats are pushing her. They're I guess feeding her money or pushing for her support or whatever. So if that's the case, I think it's funny. Because now here's my common sense kicking in. If any of that's true, then that's the craziest thing I've ever heard, number one. Number two, if that is really happening, then where it's going to be funny is if she was to win and get in and become the president or whatever. Because, well, let me back up. The Democrats undoubtedly are promoting her or whatever and feeding her money, supporting her and this and that because they think that they're going to be able to control her. And I should have put that part out first. At least that's what I've been hearing and been getting told. So if any of that's true or whatever, and say she gets in, well, the funny part's going to be that she doesn't even do a thing that the Democrats are going to want her to do. That it's going to backfire on them. That would be more funny than anything, in my mind, if that was to happen. Because why would Democrats be feeding Republicans money? That's that's why I say I don't know if any of this mess is true or not, because my brain's saying, you know, you're going against. I mean, why are you trying to help your opponents? You know, that just didn't make any sense to me. But if that's the case, and if that is what happened, and if she does get in, and then they go to try to control her, and she gives them the old, you know, and it backfires on them, that would be funny. Now that would be worth voting for, because she has said some good things. So you know, but well, you know, we'll wait and see. We're gonna find out here in the next few months or weeks or hell later tonight. Just depends, I guess. Anyhow, I'll get called. I'll see what all y'all are saying. But I was just throwing in my 2 pennies, my thoughts, because I definitely ain't told who I'm voting for yet or anything. Because I'm still deciding even if I'm gonna vote, because it's whoever gets in is who gets in, and yeah, we just gotta live with it. All right, let me get caught up. All right, right there. Larry says, we love you, Virginia. Linda says, hey, Gio, can I borrow your blue wrench? Wrenchless Linda. Well, just give it time, Linda. Give it time. Hey, Paul. He's saying howdy, howdy, howdy. Bill and Bob says, oh, yes. And then Diane saying hey to Paul. Fred Connie says, Buddy Brown said it. Okay, I hadn't seen any of his stuff here lately. Hell, I ain't been on YouTube. I've been on that darn VR, and it's got me behind. I think I've got comments I got to answer, and I need to, and I might try to do that tonight. I'm behind big time. But I do watch Buddy Brown, so I need to see what he's saying. Scott says, hey, Paul. Paul says, hey to Diane. Leslie says, I just think she needs to give it up gracefully. It's just going to be embarrassing for her in the long run. And Paul says, hey to Kicking It Country. Gio says, sorry, Linda, I don't know how I even got a blue wrench. I gave it to you, Gio. Leslie says, they are pushing her because they're scared of Trump. Oh, I know why they're, but that's the thing, though. If that's really true, you know, and then say she gets in like I was saying, and then she doesn't do what they want her to do, you know, that'd be hilarious. I think we'd all get a kick out of it and actually benefit from it. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Rodney says, that's it, Leslie. And Linda says, okay, Gio, I just wanted to say hi and have a few laughs about it. And Bill and Barb says, that's right, Leslie. And then they're saying hi to her. And Paul says, we're in a bad way no matter who gets in. And I agree to that. Fred Connie says, hey to Paul. Hey, William. Hey, buddy. God and Trump 2024. Paul says, howdy with Fred and Connie. Larry says, they're already projecting Trump has won. Okay, yeah, see, I knew this mess ought to be ending by now, so I knew I'd get home and see what they're saying. Diane says, Democrats have no decent candidates, so they will push anyone but Trump. And then, yeah, but that's the thing. That's what don't make sense to me. You'd think Democrats would push Democrats and Republicans would push Republicans. You know, I've never seen one side go to the other side to try to help out, or just hadn't seen that. You know, that was a first. That was a first, you know, hearing something like that. Gio says, let's wait and see how she does in her own state of South Carolina. Seriously, no one here is backing her. Yeah, and I've been hearing that too, Gio. Bill and Barbara says, the truck is back behind you. Oh, easy? Okay, yeah, I see him back there now. And Dry Creek says, they back. And then Leslie says, Jeff, vote. Yeah, I'm going to vote, Leslie. I'm going to vote. Diane says, Jeff, you need to vote. I'm going to vote. And Leslie says, at least we can try. Paul says, I'm writing Tootsie's name in. And then Bill and Barb says, that's right, Diane and Gio. And Linda says, Jeff, I think we have a stalker truck behind you. I wouldn't surprise me, Linda. David says, I'm voting for Tootsie also. Scott says they can't buy Trump off, and that kills them. And that's true. That's true because, because Trump's not a politician. And that's what I like about Trump. He's not a politician. Pam says, oh, Jeff, speaking of VR, I caught my first shark last weekend and leveled up to 20 in Korea and US free. Well, you're ahead of me now, Pam, as far as the level. I hadn't been fishing, and it's been a few weeks. I've been on that Meta Horizon and just in there playing that action land and tearing it up. I mean, I just, it's fun. But I actually sent a message to the old boy that created that world today. I gave him hell because that game is glitching bad. It freezes up. It's not half working right. And undoubtedly, whoever created it, I found out through the grapevine that him and his wife just had a baby, and I get that. But that's been about a month now. So, hey, get back to what you created and get this mess solved. That's what I sent him. Because everybody, it's popular now. And there's 11 people in there playing, and I guess that's what's causing it to glitch. I don't know, but like I said, I sent him a message to see if, because I want to be able to enjoy it instead of somebody shooting me and then I sit there and glitch out and get killed for no reason. Fred and Connie says, from Fox News, Trump to defeat Haley in New Hampshire primary. They're projecting that. That's what Fred's saying. Diane says, yes, it does, Scott. And Linda says, you got that right, Leslie and Scott. Fred says, hey to William. And right quick, I don't talk politics. I really don't. The reason I brought that up was because of that stuff that I'd been getting told and then hearing through media and whatever else. That's the only reason I brought that mess up tonight anyway, and just to get y'all's thoughts on it also. Nikki is parading around as a Republican, but is not. Hey, Diamondback. Linda says, hey, Diamondback, do you think Nikki is hot? And PB Pam says, I don't know, but with all the illegals and letting them vote, I feel it's going to be rigged in November. Well, and that's the thing, and she's all about stopping them illegals from coming over. So I have to give her that. Whoever gets in, fix that darn border mess. That's what's, anyhow, like I said, I really don't talk politics. The only reason I brought this mess up was because I was talking about as far as I've never heard of Democrats backing a Republican. That's the only reason I brought it up. But I don't mind y'all's comments, so don't get me wrong. I'm still going to read the comments. Linda's, let's see. Bill and Barb says, Newsmax just stated Trump winning in New Hampshire. Paul says, nobody is scared of Trump. He didn't do anything to stop the deep state. He let a Saudi terrorist attack U.S. and he refuses to call it a terrorist attack because his family got billions from Saudi. Wait a minute. And then Fred says, hey to Diamondback. Scott says, that's all the proof you need when Democrats back a Republican. Then you know they're not a true Republican. Yeah, I agree with that statement, Scott. Paul says, I'm trying to figure out how Trump became a Christian right before he decided to run for president, but aided while he was in office that he had never asked God for forgiveness. I hadn't heard that part, Paul. Linda says, Scott, we need prayer from you about this election. Lisa says, Paul, they're scared out of their dang minds. Gio says, I sure think Trump is picking Tim Scott as VP. He just got engaged. Trump said he was going to get a woman. That's the last I heard. He didn't tell who, but he said it was going to be a woman for his VP. I could have misheard that, but that was just a few days ago. Scott says, Linda, I think Sarah Palin is hotter than Nikki. And Bill and Bob says, we're glad you did. Thanks, Jeff. And Diane says, my local news just gave New Hampshire win to Trump. Paul says, the Harvey Five, the only person that has ever been scared of Trump is Ivanka when she hit puberty. Trump's Supreme Court just ruled against the Texas border. Linda says, Scott, I agree, but nobody is hotter than your Amber. And Scott says, for sure, Linda, we need everyone's prayers for this election. Paul says, Trump is walking, talking definition of rhino. And Leslie says, delusion is real. And Dry Creek's cringing, or no, well, they're staying out of it. And I don't blame for the ones that want to stay out of it, because like I said, I don't talk politics either. Y'all heard the only reason I brought this up tonight. Of course, it gives us something to talk about too, I guess. And Tootsie's laid down in my lap. Scott says, you took the words right out of my mouth, Linda. Amber all the way. Dry Creek says, nope. William says, Scott, it doesn't get hot in Alaska. And then Leslie says, Amber's beautiful. And Gio says, Sarah Huckabee is a great idea for Trump VP. And Scott says, moose hunting too, William. And Leslie says, we are born Tootsie. We'll change the subject again here in a little bit, Leslie, or here in just a few minutes. Because like I said, I'm just trying to, so I didn't forget. That's the reason I was bringing all this mess up, so I wouldn't forget it. Because every time I'm wanting to talk about something, I forget about it because you guys keep me busy. And so I wanted to make sure that I got all the jokes out tonight and the conversations as far as I was wanting to do. You're not born Tootsie, though. Larry says, all of a sudden I miss talking about VR fishing. Scott says, Leslie, Amber's turning red for sure. Dry Creek Robin says, I just erase things. Something new for me. And Paul says, Sarah Huckabee as our governor is probably headed to prison. Leslie says, it's true, Scott, talking about Amber being beautiful. Paul says Amber's beautiful. And Leslie's laughing at Denise. And I'm caught up. All right, so I see Eli says, how do you expect a country to run if there's a man in there that shakes people's hands when no one is there and has brain loss? At least Trump knows where he is. And then William's asking Paul, asking him why. And then Gio says, what I didn't know that VR fishing was a thing. I got to dig out my Oculus. Oh yeah, they've updated, Gio, if you haven't been on in a while. There's all kinds of stuff on the Oculus now. It's called Real VR Fishing. That one cost. It was on sale, but I guess it's probably back to $19.99 or $29. Anyhow, it was at $13.99 there over Christmas. But it's called Real VR Fishing, and it's REAL instead of REEL. But then Horizon Worlds, that's another one. That one's free. And Big Screen, that's another one. And it's free. Let's see. PB Pam says, well, Larry, I'm kicking, but in VR fishing, caught 2 sharks and mahi-mahi and spent a crap load of money credits on my game saltwater aquarium. Now you talking about that fake money you're spending though, right? PB Pam? Not real money. I hope you weren't spending real money, because I hadn't done that. Leslie says sometime in the wrong room, or someone in the wrong room is what she's meaning there. Dry Creek says, and there it is, was waiting on the buffering to hit. Oh, wait a minute, are we buffering? Wait, it's not buffering on my end. And then Leslie says, yes, Eli, absolutely. And PB Pam says, yes to Geo. And Larry says, I changed my mind, PB. Just kidding. And then PB says, best 1999 game ever. So I guess it is back to 1999, the Real VR Fishing app. Larry says, Judy. Yeah. Diamondback says, hey to Linda, and Fred and Connie, Leslie, Blaine. Blaine's not in here yet. Dry Creek, Robin Denise says, you're not kidding, Leslie. And Paul says, because she spent $20,000 on a lecture from a friend of hers and had the office state receipts manipulated to cover her tracks. Gio says, I've been playing Diablo 4. New season dropped today. Okay. I'll have to hunt for that one up, Gio. Hey, thanks for mentioning another one to me. William says, oh, here he goes again. And darn, I got to cut some heat back on. We're fogged up in here. Tootsie, you doing something naughty in here? You got the windows fogged up. What the hell was that? That sounded like, I don't know if it's a backfired gunshot. I don't know, that's his exhaust, never mind. William says, y'all heard the latest that Jim Carrey is impersonating and wearing the Biden mask? No, I hadn't heard that, William. And Leslie's doing the hand over the face. PB Pam says, no, it's fake game. Man, I figured that's what you was meaning, PB Pam. Dry Creek, Robin Denise goes, oh geez. And Linda saying, hey to Diamondback. Robin Denise says, you buffered one time for us anyway. Okay. And Paul says, well, hell, it could be YouTube doing it because of what we was talking about. Never know. Yeah, I didn't see it mess up on mine, though. January 6th is now Nikki Haley's fault, according to Trump. Nikki Haley, I think is what Paul's meaning. Leslie says, how anyone could support someone to run our country who cannot walk or form complete sentences just shows how ignorance is still around. And I agree with that, Leslie. Scott says, thankfully Eli got that fishing game while it was still on sale. And Jimbo says, can you spend real money playing? Oh yeah, yes, I missed it. Well, that shoot 'em up game that I'm playing, they've got it now where you can, which I've already got all the weapons, but when I first started playing, you could, for $10, you could, instead, without having to level up and get them in the right way or get them by playing, you could get them all by spending $10. Well, now he's added where you can get this automatic pistol that you get right at first anyway. He's got one where it's automatic now, and it's $10, $9.99. I'm not buying none of that mess. A heck fire. I go in there, and if I get my head blown off, I get it blown off. If I blow somebody else's head off, then I kill them, But other than that, it's just a game. You go in there and have fun and play. I mean, you ought to hear the people in it, though. They will, witch and gripe and complain and about how people will go in there and play that game like it's supposed to be played a certain way. It beats all I ever seen. A bunch of grown-ups and act like youngins. About like we do here on YouTube. So I can't say much. All right, he's got to go back off, or I got to adjust the temperature. I'm sweating now. Let's see. William says it sounded like a Jake break. That's his exhaust on that truck, William. He'd been trying to do burnouts out here and it wet and still couldn't do a burnout. Fred Connie says, Tootsie was watching the video you mentioned earlier to see what it was all about. Yeah, probably so, Fred. PB Pam says, yes, to Jimbo. There's also free games, too. And Larry says, that looks like mine and Leslie's car back in 1998. And Paul says, how anyone that calls them a Christian could vote for Biden or Trump apparently has never read the Bible. Lying is an abomination even when you are lying for Trump. Scott says, Jeff, the cops will be knocking on your window wanting to know what's going on there. Yeah. Rob Denise says, I'll say it. We have one in there that has no idea where he is at during any point of the day. And I will agree with that, Rob and Denise. And because videos and speeches Don't lie. Leslie says, Paul, read the dang room. You're not making any sense. And Leslie says, seriously, do not question my Christianity. And Linda says, Jeff, that truck thinks you're heavy petting in that I think she's meaning I'm panting. And don't mean panting to, yeah. I know what you mean, Linda. Jimbo says, wow, the VR sounds like big business. And Paul says it makes perfect sense, the Harvey 5. And Leslie says, I'm getting ready to throw out my favorite emoji, Jeff. Oh, go ahead, Leslie. Go ahead. Paul says, the Harvey 5, please tell me how Trump is pro-life and supports abortions. Well, I mean, I'm not going to get in the midst of that. I know how all of us thinking here. I'm not even going to jump on that. Leslie says, please stop talking to me. I'm not arguing in Jeff's life. And PB Pam says, I've only played the Saints and Sinners and VR Fishing and Little Gun Raiders. I hadn't played the Gun Raiders, Pam, PB Pam. I'll have to look that one up too. And I hadn't done the Saints and Sinners. I know that one costs to get. I just hadn't jumped on board on that one because this other stuff's been keeping me busy. Larry says, can we please stop talking politics? Oh yeah, I'm trying to switch it to VR or something else, Larry. Trust me, I've been trying, Larry. Fred Connie says, how do you get a list of the free games for that VR if I ever get... Oh, it comes up, Fred. All the apps in the VR that they have, I thought that was my cousin going by again. He usually goes by every Tuesday night. When you get your VR, whether you get the 2 or the 3, or the 1, if the 1's still available, it brings up like every games that you can get, and it'll tell you whether they're free or they cost. It'll let you know. So I mean, there's no. It's pretty easy, self-explanatory, friendly user, I guess. How to, well, I mean, once you get on and first to get it all initially set up, it throws up this big old screen and it shows you everything that you can either buy or download for free, and and then gives you suggestions of what you might like. Like I said, the fishing game's the only thing I've ever bought on it. Everything else I've got on mine is all free stuff. Linda says, Jeff, are you going for a hot chocolate tonight, pup cup? I don't know yet, Linda. I mean, it's not really that cold. Paul says, you can't be both. You're either pro-life or supporter. I'll let y'all read that. PB says, yes, Saints and Sinners was expensive, and I suck at it. Well, there's a lot of stuff that I'm not any good at, PB Pam. Lord, they come out with a new one. As far as a new game in the meta, the Horizon world, somebody, I think it was Meta that done it, but it's called Speedball, I think. And you go in there and you got to shoot at these big old like tennis balls, and it's like playing soccer or foosball, kind of an example to use. But anyhow, you're using this gun though, and you're trying to make these big old tennis balls, and then these like other things that they'll throw out and spawn or whatever, and try to shoot it in the opponent's goal. But you're using a gun to do it with. But it's like a radar ray gun type thing that's doing it. It's not bullet action or anything like that. It's hard to explain because I just found that yesterday, and I've only played it a couple times. Just something different. Bill and Barb says, Jeff, hug Tootsie for us. Be sure, thumbs up. I appreciate that, Bill and Barb. Y'all give her another hug for y'all. She's laying in my lap right here. Larry says, your support for candidate, Paul, and we'll support ours. And or you support it's what Larry's saying. And Jimbo says, with you, Larry. Hey, Ed Griffith. Hey, buddy. Hey, thanks for coming in. Scott says, the thing is, God doesn't always use Christians to get his work done. You have to pray for guidance on who you should vote for. There you go. So Scott hit the nail on the head. And PB Pam says, I need to check out Meta Horizon. Is that free? Yeah, it's an app. It's free. You're still in your same avatar. Yeah, still in your same avatar in that one also. There's all kinds of games in it. Like I said, I play the Action Land in there. There's a place called Gatsby's Bar, and that's where you can go meet people and hang out and drink in VR. You know, you're not really drinking, but you're drinking in VR. Games in there to play as far as in the bar. They got shuffleboard and Connect 4. And they got air hockey now in there. They update that one about every day. They're usually adding up. And they got rid of the darn moon room. And I got told because they got rid of it because there was a lot of naughtiness going on in the moon room. But I know a lot of y'all don't know what I'm talking about, though, so I don't want to talk too much on that. But they did get rid of that for some reason, and I got told it was because there was a lot of naughty craziness going on because it was separate from, say, the bar area. You go in this thing and it'd shoot you up the moon. You can look down on everybody else that was in that world with you. But up in the moon room, though, they had like a hot tub, a bed, TV. So just use your imaginations. Hey, Missy Brock. Hey, Missy slipped in here on me. Hey, Missy. Paul says, oh, well, Larry, I'm not going to lie for any of them. Linda saying hey to Missy. Leslie says, Jesus help us. Pam saying hey to Missy. PB saying hey to Missy. Everybody's saying hey to Missy right now. Ed saying hey to Fred and Connie and Missy. Yeah, Scott says moon room. I can only imagine. Yeah, it's crazy. Scott saying hey to Ed. So I'm caught up. But anyhow, so right quick though, like I say though, I didn't know it was going to cause a big stir. So I apologize for bringing up the politics. But like I said though, the only reason I did it was just for that one reason. But that's it though. No more talk about politics. I'll just leave it alone. And like I said, I wanted to apologize because I wasn't trying to stir up a big crap storm. I believe I've lost Virginia too, dang it. Virginia, you still in here? Lord, I'm gonna have to text her tonight and get down on my hands and knees tonight and pray because I don't think I've made Virginia mad or said anything wrong because like I said, it didn't have nothing to do with her. I know we all have said in the past though how if we get to cussing or talking dirty, we'll say her ears are bleeding and stuff like that, and of course pick at her for making YouTube videos. But I hope she realizes that it's all in well fun, that we're not meaning any of that seriously at all, and I'm pretty sure she does. I hope she's still in here and hears me tell that too. But if not, I've got her number so I can make sure if I'm in trouble or not. Because I guess if she doesn't respond to my text, I'll know I've been put in the doghouse, timeout, or something. Lord have mercy. Yeah, you're right, Missy. Only Jesus can help us now. And Ed says, hey, Scott, you're right. Remember, God used Judas. And PB Pam says, so if I understand correctly, the Meta Horizon is a social place with free games. Right. That's right, PB Pam. Yeah, that's right. It's all social in there. Every bit that they've got in Horizon World is, and it's called Horizon World. You want to type in Horizon World, and it's like I said, it's free. But everything in it, all of it's free, as far as and social. Everybody, even all the gun action games and bowling, whatever. You're in there with other people and stuff. You can make your own little, I guess, world of it and then invite just your friends if you don't want to play with like other grown-ups or other kids. You can do that too. I haven't done that yet, but I did see that where you can do that though. Paul says, amen, Missy. And William saying, true, Scott. Linda says, Virginia, come back, please. And Leslie's laughing at Virginia. And Bill and Barb says, no worries, Jeff. Hug Tootsie. We will say good night. Hey, good night, Bill and Barb. I appreciate y'all coming in tonight. Hey, Jamie, Snake Yaller family. He's saying hey to everybody. Scott says, no, Jeff, you're good. I've met Paul and love him to death. He's a good dude. I love Leslie and Larry. I just haven't met them yet. Everyone has their own opinion, and it's good to have a discussion like this. And Scott saying hey to Jamie. And yeah, and I agree to that. That's what I say. I try to read the comments and stuff. I mean, I'm reading what y'all are saying, not what I'm saying. I just don't like. Me personally, I don't like trying to stir up drama. I try to stay away from drama, and I know y'all know that by now. I try to stay away from drama. Linda says, hey Leslie, hope you and the family are doing well. Paul says, I deal in truth, not emotions. But yeah, I mean, like Scott's saying though, I try to treat everybody the same, because I know everybody's not going to think the same way and stuff like that. And I mean, and that's just how the world is. I mean, just how the world's spinning round and round. It's not all fun and games. That's for sure. And we're back to drizzling. Linda saying goodnight to Bill and Barb. And Scott says no one gets their feelings hurt or their feathers ruffled. We're all good. And Leslie says, well, telling me I'm not a good Christian, it isn't a great discussion to me. However, I'm done with the conversation. And I get that, Leslie. I get that. I get that. Yeah, I'm in Casper tonight, Jamie. Yeah, I mean, Lexi's still clean from where I got all that salt and everything from last week where I was up in the snow. I got her cleaned back up as far as on the outside. Now, my floorboard on my side needs a cleaning. And I've got to try to figure out a day to do that, because it don't look like I'm going to be doing it the rest of this week. We're supposed to get rain that started this evening, and it's supposed to rain till Sunday here. So there's probably going to be some flooding going on here. It's crazy. I'll be done with rain after this week, because if we're supposed to get it from now all the way through Sunday, I'm going to be sick of rain, especially in the wintertime. That's what sucks. Yeah, Tootsie for vice president. And Gary says, Leslie, you can't fix stupid. And Paul says, the Bible says what it says. It doesn't change. And David says, I still always enjoy this room. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know all y'all will. I mean, like I said, I mean, people's going to come in that want to come in, and the ones that don't, they don't have to. If they don't want to. I dang sure ain't begging for views or money or any of that mess, or hell, I don't even ask for thumbs up or thumbs downs or middle fingers or no thumbs. Oh, wait a minute, I don't want to put nobody in timeout. Rain is better than ice and snow any day. Well, that's true, David. Fred says, same here, Jeff, flood watch. And Linda saying hey to David. Leslie says, Gary, I wanted to say that so bad, but I held back, thank you. And Jamie says, probably here going to rain all weekend. Yeah, it's supposed to, like I said, it's drizzling right now, and we're supposed to have rain from now till Sunday. At least that's what the weather's people's saying. Paul says, no, you can't fix a stew, especially when it believes in own lies. Scott says, you want to talk about salt, where the roads are wet, everything on the road is now on our vehicle. Right. That's the reason I sent Lexi through the touchless one down here in behind McDonald's, the one that doesn't rub or nothing. I got all that made because it'll do the underbelly and that's the reason I went through it instead of the other one that I normally go to. I wanted to get that mess off of her. Leslie says, questioning my Christianity again. I know Dry Creek, but Lord have mercy. That wouldn't be very Christian of me, would it? Leslie says, honest to God, seems like someone is wanting to argue really bad. Scott says, hey Gary, and hey to David, and Gary's saying hey to Scott, and Dry Creek's nieces right there with Leslie. David says hey to Scott. Jamie says, when's spring rod? Rob, Denise, help me out right quick. Is it 11th, 12th, and 13th this year in April? It's somewhere around in there, Jamie. It's the middle of April. I think it's either 12th, 13th, and 14th, or 11th, 12th. I think. I can't look it up right now because this phone's not connected to my Facebook. I'm just using this one for the YouTube. Jimmy says, I'm back. I had to run up to the garage. That's no problem, Jimmy. And I've always said, y'all got lives too. So anybody that has to hop off for a little bit or come back on or hop on and off, I mean, y'all do what y'all need to do too. Don't bother me one bit. PB saying hey to Jimmy. Linda says, glad you're back, Jimmy. Paul says, I don't argue, I just tell the truth, and some people can't handle the truth. Oh, the 18th and 20th. Oh, I was way off. Geez, maybe that's the fall dates. Maybe that's the September dates. So it's the 18th through the 20th, Jamie, of April. And then he says, okay. And then he's thanking Dry Creek, Rob and Denise. Gary says, keep watching CNN if you can't handle the truth. Fred says, hey to Jamie. Leslie says, this isn't the normal fun that we usually have. Someone won't let it go and is ruining it. I'm ready to go so that I don't say something. Leslie, don't let it bother you that bad. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, Leslie. You know how we all are in this show and stuff. I just don't let it bother you. I wouldn't let it worry you. Because if you do, then they win. That's the trick. That's how you throw it back at them. You don't let it bother you. Just let it go and out. If I can point right. Jimmy saying hey to Pam, PB Pam. Paul saying hey to Jimmy. Scott says, Jimmy, I believe that I would have drove. It has to be a big and scary and chasing before I will run. I mean, I'm trying to, Scott, what do you say? Jimmy, I believe that I would have drove. It has to be big and scary and chasing me before I will run. Wait a minute, what did Jimmy say? Did I miss? He said he was back. Rob Denise says, can we go back to talking about vibration? Hell, if y'all want to. Don't matter to me. I've run poor old Virginia off, I believe. So I hadn't seen her come back in and comment yet. I'm kind of worried in a roundabout way. I know I ain't done nothing to make her mad. Surely not. I'm going to have to do some kissing and saying sorry and everything else if I run her off. Because I dang sure wasn't trying to do that. I mean, y'all know me. Jimmy saying hey to Paul. Leslie's laughing. Jamie saying hey to Fred. Linda's saying, let's see, Linda's saying, Paul, be careful. Leslie is a favorite here and we support her. And you and your buddy are the ones keeping it going. And Leslie says, I'm not worried. It's hard for me not to be hateful. Well, I know, Leslie. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy how we was talking about that earlier tonight, too. Oh, Lord have mercy. Virginia says, a good way to lose friends is to discuss politics. And that's true. That's why I don't. Like I said, the only reason I even brought it up was because they've been saying a Democrat supporting a Republican. I just thought that was crazy as hell to hear that part. You know, my brain was like, couldn't register that. You know, couldn't fathom that. And I didn't know if it was true or not. But at least you're in here, Virginia. I'm glad. I'm glad because I thought I'd run you off because I knew, you know, when I was telling you earlier to cover years when I was going to tell the little tale that I told what I saw on Facebook, you know, because I just, you know, where they always said your ears will bleed if we get to talking crazy, nasty sexual stuff. PB saying hey to Virginia. Leslie's giving kisses. Fred says back to the electric slide rule. Yeah. Scott says Jimmy said he had to run to the garage. Oh, okay. Well, I couldn't figure out what you was meaning there, Scott. Paul saying hey to Virginia. Virginia saying hey to PB. Ed says hey to Virginia. Jimmy says, Scott, yeah, I know when I built the garage, it's 100 feet away from the house. And PB Pam says, every time I drive Burke HS in Omaha, I think of you, Virginia. And Virginia saying hey to Paul. Jimmy says, the kind of wish it was a little closer now. So he's saying he's wishing that his garage was a little closer now. Is that truck that's in front? Hold on, let me flip the camera around. I don't know if that's the truck or not. I can't tell. Yeah, I believe it is. He circled me. Since Tootsie's laid down, I'll just leave the camera. That way if he circles around again, hell, he might know my YouTube. I don't know. I don't know who it is. I really don't. Let's see. Virginia saying hey to Ed. Jimbo says saw where the Smokies baseball team was going to move to a new state. Yeah, they told that last year, Jimbo. And I think, I don't know. Hey, Rob, Denise, let me know if I'm right or wrong. But there was talks that was where the stadium is now up there at Kodak. That the Buc-ee's crowd or whoever had that land was going to invest across on the other side of interstate, and that's where the other stuff was going to get built, along with what was going to get built there at Buc-ee's. Now, if I'm wrong on that, let me know. That's the last, but that, like I said, that was last year when I was hearing all that. Scott says, Jimmy, I could probably run 100 feet, maybe. Yeah, me and you both, Scott. Fred says, welcome back, Virginia. Virginia says, I've been here the whole time. I figured you was just listening, Virginia. So I figured you was just listening, Virginia. Yeah, because I was like, surely I hadn't made her mad. Because we all love Virginia. She's our grandmother. You ask Rob and Denise. Virginia is the leader. She's the leader of the pack, boys. And you dang sure don't want to piss off Virginia. Linda says, Virginia's back in the house. Thinking, yeah, she's been in here, Linda. She's just been listening. Hey, it's PB Pam says, didn't you used to live by Burke High School in Omaha, Nebraska? I thought you said that one time. So she's asking Virginia that. Yeah, PB Pam's asking you, Virginia, if you used to live in Omaha there at one time. And Dry Creek says, that is what has been said. Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure I was telling that right, Rob, Denise, because I wasn't, like I said, that was, Lord, that was back like late summer, early fall when they told that mess. And Virginia says, no, PB Pam, never been there. So must be another Virginia you're thinking of, PB Pam, because she's saying it wasn't her. Scott says, rule number 1, don't piss off Miss Virginia. Yeah, that's rule number 1. That's right, Scott. Because Virginia keeps us hungry, and she keeps us fed. And I got to remember to send Leslie her number. And, of course, then I got to send Leslie's number, too. I got to remember to do that tonight before I get on VR. Lord, what time? Is it already 10 o'clock? No, wait a minute. It's 9 o'clock. I forgot my clock's off an hour. I was going to say, is it 10 o'clock? It's 9 o'clock. PB Pam says, oh, wow, then I'm totally off my rocker, Virginia. Have no clue how I thought of that. Yeah, Linda says, Virginia's the fudge lady. Virginia's the whole cream of the crop when it comes to cooking. And I'm pretty sure everybody in here that has been in everyone's live shows will agree to that. And like I say, I get pictures from her every now and again where she's fixed, meals. And when I say meals, I'm not talking about one dish. I mean, it's a freaking spread. I mean, she definitely knows how to cook. It's amazing. And to have that kind of time and dedication and be able to enjoy it, I gotta give her props on it. Granted, I love cooking, but usually breakfast is my favorite thing to cook. Everything else, I don't really care. But Betty, when she cooks, she cooks. I wouldn't be able to do all that. It'd drive me nuts. Paul says, can't wait to meet Virginia. Pardon the musical pun. Yeah, I get that, Paul. Meet Virginia. I didn't even think about that song. And I'm caught up on the comments at the moment. Come here, Toots. Come here. Oh, yeah, for the ones that didn't see it earlier, though, while I got y'all in here, Kicking It Country, which is Scott and Amber, they sent me one heck of a nice gift. And they gave me another tumbler, but they've put me and Tootsie on the cup. And it says Jeff and Tootsie Camping at the bottom. So I'll show it again here right quick, right here at the end. I mean, and thank you again, Scott and Amber. I know you're in here, Scott. Make sure you tell Amber I said thank you again for me. I know I talked to you last night, after I had gotten my present stuff. So I really do appreciate that. I really do. And like I say, I'm still debating on whether if I want to use it or not, because I mean it's nice, and I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to get it scratched or anything like that. I mean that's nice. I can think what I might do is like while I'm camping and stuff, and then just have it like as a display top deal. I'll come up with something, and I'm sure I'll use it, but I'm gonna try not to use it a whole lot though, because like I said, I want to use it, as a display or something. Leslie says it is such a great cup. Yeah, it is, Leslie. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Elvis. Hey, Jeff. You drive in your truck? Yeah, I'm in Casper. Because it's rainy and dreary, and just hadn't been a good evening as far as weather-wise. And it's supposed to be like this through Sunday. It's crazy. Jamie, Snake Out Family says, everyone will see you all later. Lunch break's over. Got to go make some more baseboards for Home Depot. Hey, thanks for coming in, Jamie. I appreciate it. And then PB Pam says, oh, how cool. And then that's where Elvis came in. And he's saying hey to Jimmy. And Jimmy's saying hey to Charlie. How you been, buddy? And then everybody's telling Snaky Holler Family bye. And Charlie says, been good, Jimmy. And Fred and Connie saying hey to Elvis. David saying hey. Pam saying don't put it in. Oh no, I don't even own a dishwasher. I don't even own a dishwasher. I wash everything by hand. It don't bother me to do that. I don't mind doing dishes, because I've got a pet peeve with dishwashers in a roundabout way. My parents had one, and grandparents, and well, no, I take that back. My grandparents didn't have one. They washed by hand. Well, at least the one side of the grandparents. But my mom had one, and of course everywhere else I was going, they'd have dishwashers. But I'd be putting up, I'd get stuff out of the dishwasher and be putting it up and whatever, and you'd still see stuff on the silverware and plates and whatever. And it just drove me nuts. So I figured, if I can hand wash them, I know them damn things are going to be clean. They're going to be clean. They're going to be rinsed right. They're going to be clean. They're going to be good to go. So I won't own a dishwasher. I do not care to wash by hand. That's just me, though. But now, if you cook spreads like Virginia, and you got about 100 plates to wash, then yeah, I'd probably be saying, be nice to have a dishwasher. But I hadn't had to have that reason yet. The most I've ever had to wash is maybe 10 things at a time, give or take, something like that, which is not, it don't take long. David saying hey to Elvis. Let's see. Jimmy says, I'm good, Charlie, just been cold. And Charlie saying hey to Fred and Connie. And Angie saying night to Nakey Holler family. Paul says it's been terrible all day. And let's see. AR, is that Arkansas? I think that's Arkansas, I think. Leslie says, I love the dark, dreary weather. I hate it, Leslie. I hate it. I know you love the cold, and I hate it. She says it's relaxing. It is. I mean, it is to, summertime. If it's dreary in the summertime, then yeah, that's when it's relaxing to me, because then I'm not cold. Charlie says, cold, bad, hate it. I'm right there with you, Charlie. Paul says, hey to PB Pam if I missed you. Linda saying, Elvis is in the house. PB Pam saying, hey to Paul. And then says, I agree, I usually hand wash everything and use my dishwasher once in a while. Virginia says, I wash dishes by hand. And David says, I use a lot of paper plates and plastic spoons in my... Hey, I get that, David. I get that. Now, I do that when I'm camping. Just because I don't have as good of a layout as I do at home. So I do, and plus I do it on simple fact, I can get everything cleaned up a whole lot quicker by doing that. So then that way I can get out and enjoy go-karts, rides, games, whatever, instead of having to spend time cleaning. Right now it don't bother me because there's nothing to do. David said, let's see, Charlie says, Elvis, baby, thank you very much. And Paul says, yes, sir, AR is in Arkansas. I think I'm saying that right. Scott says, oh my Lord, Jeff, you sound like my mom. She uses their dishwasher to store drinks. I don't even have a dishwasher. When I bought my house 20-some years ago, it came with a portable dishwasher. I don't know how many of y'all even have heard of a portable dishwasher, but it had a portable dishwasher. I shit you not. That was the first thing that went out of that house. I got a hold of that thing and out the door it went. I said, I won't use it, not going to use it, don't need it. If anybody else wants it, there it is, but it's out of the house. If my parents and grandparents were still alive, they would vouch for that. I see Linda says, Jeff, did you see the movie Priscilla? No, I didn't, Linda. I don't even know if I've heard about that. Dry Creek says, that makes a lot of sense. And Paul says, I had a portable dishwasher, but I broke up with her about... Paul, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Charlie says, Linda, I want to see that movie also. Yeah, I hadn't heard of Priscilla. I hadn't seen... Of course, I watch the news, and that's about all that I'm really catching on TV other than if I'm watching a Western or something. I just hadn't seen the advertisement for that movie yet. I'm sure I will, though. My buddy's out of town at work right now, and I actually don't see him till tomorrow. He's been gone since Sunday, but he comes back tomorrow, and he usually watches shows that will show commercials as far as that shows movies that are coming out. Virginia says, I can't stand a dish in the sink. I'll wash any dish that's there, takes husband. And I can understand that, Virginia. I can understand. Now, if I cook in the mornings and I know I'm going to cook again that night, now I do this, Virginia. I will leave my dishes, I'll get them nice and neat, but I'll leave the breakfast stuff dirty until I cook that night, so then that way I don't have to wash but one time. I will, and I think I get that from my mom's side grandparents, because she would do I take that back. She would wash everything, but then she wouldn't empty her water. She would still wash in the same water at supper time, and I get that. And some of y'all probably sitting there thinking, oh, that's nasty, that's yucky. Boys, it's not if you think about it, because you're going to wash, but when you wash, it don't get clean till you rinse. So as long as you're rinsing with clean water and you're still washing with soap, it's all the same. Because you can put fresh water in it. The first thing that goes in that is going to dirty that water. Is that not right? So if you're sitting there washing the next dish and not emptying the water each time a different utensil, plate, whatever you want to call it, you know, it's no different if you think about it. So why not keep your water? And I don't do it. I don't do that. But it makes sense to me. But like I said, though, I will, though, wait until I get done with, if I know I'm going to fix supper that night, then I'll wait and wash the morning stuff that night also. And that way I just wash it all at one time, and then I'm done. Scott says you can't get the dishwater as hot as the dishwasher. So which is more well, Scott, I have to disagree because mine's pretty hot. Mine will scald your hands, and of course it depends on what you water temperature set at. You know, I know a dishwasher gets it hot. I get that, but buddy, when the steam's coming off my plates when I'm rinsing them, and I'm having to wear gloves to keep from burning my hands, you know I got hot water. Paul says, Miss Virginia, I have to wash dishes while I try to cook. And let's see, Dry Creek says, agree, Scott. And Linda says, Charlie, if you can see the movie, tell me what you think. Thanks. And Charlie says, okay, I will. Jimmy says, I got a dishwasher. She's 5'4" and she's a blonde. And then Dry Creek says, Jeff. And then Charlie says, that's funny, Jimmy. And Linda's laughing at Jimmy. David says, I use my dishwasher to wash motorcycle parts sometimes. It does a really good job. And Virginia says it gets clean water and soap. Lots of times I wash pans before we eat. My water will burn hands. Yeah, mine does too. Mine does too. But I mean, in case Rob and Denise was confused on what I said there a minute ago, you know, I was saying though, like, say you get your dishwater ready and get your Dawn detergent or whatever detergent y'all use. I use the Dawn detergent from Bargain Barn up there in Sevierville, Tennessee. That's where my dish soap comes from. Last time I was over, I restocked because I'm telling you, $7 a gallon, you can't beat it. So anyhow, that's what I use. But say I've cooked breakfast and I throw which I always do it last because it dirties the water the most last. But say you was to wash your pan that you cooked your bacon in or whatever, and then you throw it over to the side to be rinsed, and you wash your forks and your spoons and plates. All that water is already dirty by that point. So I was just saying, you know, so what's the difference in it sitting in there and using it later, as long as you're rinsing with clean water and hot water and steaming water, you know, as long now, yeah, granted, I've added some more soap to it, you know, so I'll clarify that, you know, add more soap to it later on, but as long as it's good and suddy, and I know I got suds in there and it's cleaning it, and I can see it's cleaning it, and I'm rinsing without hot water, yeah, shoot, you know, just saves you on water, the way I look at it. Like I say, I have done that one or two times, but most time, I'm cleaning up after I get done eating and just washing everything and being done with it. Larry says, I love a good washing machine. Missy's laughing at Jimmy. Scott says, duck Jimmy, because your dishwasher is fixing to throw a plate at you. Oh, Lord have mercy. Leslie says, I use a dishwasher, so y'all better not come eat here. My dishes might be dirty. My dishwasher and detergent have not left anything on my dishes. I always check just in case. The new dishwashers are better than they used to be. And that might be true, because it's been forever since I've, you know, been anywhere that's using a dishwasher. Now, granted, I know restaurants have got them industrial kinds or whatever, but that one that Mama had, though, every time I was getting something out, it had like a little crusty stuff on it or whatever, and I'm like, good Lord, and I'd throw it in the sink and wash it again and stuff. That's the reason I don't use them, because I just never have been that big of a fan, after seeing that happen more than once. And like I said, it could be the dishwashers from way back then, and I'm sure they're better now. But here's the main reason. Now, let me clarify this too. Here's the main reason why I don't have a dishwasher, because I don't want to just talk bad about dishwashers, because I know they're not all bad. I know they're great. Here's the real reason. If you want to know the real reason, here comes the real truth. Jeff is finally telling the real truth. I work smarter, not harder. So, say I've only got like 7 things to wash, clean up, or whatever, or even 10 or whatever. I would rather go ahead and wash all that stuff by hand, get them clean, get them dried, get them put up, and I'm done. So, if I go to the dishwasher, you're going to have to rinse some stuff off, then put it in the dishwasher, let the dishwasher do its thing, get them squeaky clean, but then you got to remember, hell, I got to go unload the dishwasher, so here we go to unload them, and then have to put everything up, and that's, an hour later or however long later, versus I've already cleaned, dried, put up, and I'm done. So now you got the real reason. Hey, Lordy. Larry says, I love the one that loads and unloads our washing machine. And Charlie says, rain better than snow. Yeah, well, it depends. I like snow. In the wintertime, I'd rather see it snow than rain. Dry Creek says, we're planning on coming for supper tomorrow, Leslie. Hey, yeah. Hey, well, I guess we're headed to Larry and Leslie's house now to eat. Scott says, Larry, I love the ones that load and unloads our washing machine. Virginia says, I don't save the water. I use lots of water and soap. And I do too, Virginia. It's crazy what I go through with that dish. And that's the reason I get it from Bargain Barn, because you can't beat $7 a gallon. And the way I use it, because I want to make sure the mess is clean. Leslie says, you are more than welcome to come eat off my dirty dishes, Rhonda Days. And Jimmy says, all I have to do is run my mouth and my dishwasher gets warmed up real good. Larry says, hang on, Scott, I got to fold these clothes. Denise and Rob's laughing at Larry and giving her love, laughing at Leslie and giving her love. Then it says, Jeff, you have to wash your dishes of that liver mush if you have me over for dinner. And look here, Fred says, truth be told by Jeff and Tootsie. Scott says, Larry, when you get y'all's laundry caught up, come on down. I got enough to spread around. Virginia says, I agree. The newer dishwashers do a much better job. When I have a lot of company or when we are sick, I use dishwasher. And I can understand that completely, Virginia, because I was saying that a little bit ago. If I had a lot to wash, then yeah, I'd probably want a dishwasher. Let's see, Leslie says, let's see what else we can argue about tonight. Anybody got any ideas? Larry says, let's argue about vibrators. I got to get me a drink. I forgot to get me a drink, and my mouth is completely dry. But I think I can manage for another little bit because it's almost 9:30. Leslie says, there it is. She says, there's no argument there, Larry. And then Virginia goes, Larry! Scott says, Leslie, I'm a dishwasher supporter, and that's a hill I'm willing to die on. And Paul says, I'd rather run across glass barefoot than to do laundry. And Jimbo says, Harvey Fibu's going to be in the Super Bowl. And Leslie says, same, Scott. I hate laundry too. Don't get me started on laundry. But laundry I do the same way as I do with my dishes, boys. I work smarter, not harder. And I know, I don't know that I've told y'all as far as my laundry situation and stuff. I think, well, some of y'all know in here. But yeah, I want, when it's time. Matter of fact, I did laundry yesterday. I knocked it out, it was done in no time. But it's because of how I do it. Then today, though, I cleaned my house. I've been cracking eggs and making omelets. I swept, mopped before I went live tonight. So the house, we're going to have a good clean house to go home to when we get home here in just a little bit. Larry says dishwashers 2024. And Leslie, let's see. Leslie says, I don't even know anything about that, Jimbo. I can't argue. Jimbo says, RE5, who's going to be in? Oh, yeah, Super Bowl. Dry Creek says, boxers or briefs? Go. I'm boxers. I'll go ahead and answer it. I'm boxers. Jimbo says, bowl. Yeah, we knew you meant bowl, Jimbo. Leslie says, boxer briefs, the best of both worlds. Larry says, G-strings, Denise. Jimbo says, okay, just trying to help. Dry Creek says, it was Rob, but I'll take it, Larry. So that was Rob asking that. Oh, Lordy. Now, see, I can depend on y'all, because y'all can change the conversation up for me to where we get it back to where we start laughing and getting tears in our eyes and stuff. Scott says, oh, how sweet Jeff does laundry once a week. Oh, hell, Scott, I only go twice a week. I can go 2 weeks without having to do laundry. And then when I go do laundry, I'm done in an hour and 15 minutes, whether I got 1 load or 4 loads. And I am dead serious on that. And if y'all don't believe me, I might do a video about it. But in the wintertime, I have to go every 2 weeks because of these damn undershirts. I don't have a month's supply. I guess if I got a month's supply of them, I could go a whole month. Summertime, I can go a whole month because I got enough shorts and shirts, and but in the wintertime, these undershirts, it makes me go every 2 weeks because I gotta have an undershirt to wear. But I kid you not, though, it don't matter if I got 1 load or if I got 4 loads. I can be done in an hour and 15 minutes. Dried, folded, put up, and everything. I'm not lying. Well, as far as folded and hung up and all that mess, hour and a half. But anyhow, hour and a half at the most. I am done, no matter how many loads I got. Larry says, boxers, things are too loose in boxers. Not for me, they ain't. Leslie says, Scott, 5 people here, at least 2 loads a day here. And Paul says, I'll try to do laundry on Sundays while I'm cooking. Leslie says, Larry doesn't like things swinging around. Scott says, I hear you, Leslie. And Dry Creek says, fly, be free. And Missy says, I love how efficient you are, Jeff. Hell, my time's worth something to me. I'd be damned if I want to sit there and start a load, wait for it to get done washing, and then have to throw it in the dryer, and then start another load, and then remember to go get the load out of the dryer and get the load out of the washer to put into the dryer, and it take 3 damn hours to do 2 loads. When I know I can go right down the road and knock it all out in an hour and 15 minutes. Hour and 15 minutes, buddy, and she's clean. I mean, my time's worth. I'd rather be doing other stuff, not be. I don't give a damn. People sit there and tell me, well, you can at least be at home and you can do stuff at home. Like, hell, I don't want to have to worry about remembering. I'd rather just go down here, pay a little money, do it, get it done, get it over with, and I'm good to go for 2 weeks. But that's just me. And Missy's laughing at Leslie. Larry says, only people with no dishwasher wear boxers. Hey, well, that's all right. That's all right. I'm one of them. Jimbo says, Jeff, turn your undershirt inside out. No, I don't do that mess now. I know there is people out there that will flip stuff in and out and turn around. I have seen that. I have heard those stories and seen that and on the news and Facebook and wherever else. I don't do that, buddies. Hell no. No, I might wear the same shirt more than one time a day as far as shirt, but not undershirt or underwear. No, that shit's getting changed every day. I don't care if I've only had it on an hour. If it comes off, it ain't going back on. I'm getting a new pair, new fresh, clean clothes. Pam says, I had to take my laundry to the laundry mat this week because we had cracked pipes due to the blow. And I understand that too. And I hate when things like that happen. Now, granted, if I had a family, then I wouldn't be going to the laundromat, because that's the difference. So y'all don't get me wrong. I know why people's got washers and dryers and stuff like that. Because if I had a family, I wouldn't be able to do the way I do right now. Because number one, I wouldn't be able to afford it, and number two, it'd be a whole lot. I'd be, like I said, I'd rather just do it at home. If you had kids and the family and stuff. Ed says, Jeff, plus you're supporting the local establishments. That's true. I am. Yeah, well, the ones that watch my parade video. Hell, I tell y'all in that, when Double Bubble goes by, I said, hell, that's where I do my laundry. PB says, I do agree. It only took me an hour with a bunch of clothes. This really wasn't bad. It's not. I had to start doing that mess years ago, and I got used to it, so I stuck with it. I can go down there and be done. Just be done. Hey, JT. Hey, Josh. Missy's saying, true, Ed. Wait a minute. Ed said, wait a minute. Okay, I read Ed's comment. Scott says, good God, if we only done laundry every 2 weeks, it would look like a tornado. Well, like I said, you got youngins, you got a family, Scott, so I get that. Leslie says, we none would have anything left to wear. And then that's where JT came in. He's saying hey to Rob and Denise. David says, when I wash clothes, take them out, in 2 or 3 days. And Dry Creek saying hey to Josh and Missy. Jimmy says, we wore clothes every day around here. Or he might be saying we wash clothes every day around here. And Josh is saying hey to Leslie. Scott says, I'm telling you, ball hammocks is the only way to go. I remember you telling me about that, Scott, when we was over at Pigeon Forge here last month. You was showing them to me too. Leslie saying hey to Josh. Scott saying hey to JT Josh. Jimmy saying hey to Ed. Josh is saying I ordered some of that hand blam. Talking to Rob and Denise there on the Dry Creek Beard Care. And Josh is saying hey to Scott. Ed saying hey to Jimmy. Missy saying hey to Dry Creek. Dry Creek says we shipped out to you today, Josh. Thanks so much. We appreciate it. And look here. So he ordered, and they've already shipped it out. All in the same day. Heck yeah, so that's what we was talking about earlier. Virginia says, I turned against laundromat one time when my washer broke. I went to the laundromat. Somebody eventually didn't know the difference and put dirty diapers in a dryer, and I thought it was a washer. Really? Now, I hadn't had that kind of experience at mine, Virginia, and I hope I never do. Lord have mercy. Yeah, that would probably make me buy a washer and dryer if I was to experience something like that or something even similar to that. No, mine, they're pretty picky. They keep them darn dryers and washers clean, and it's pretty clean inside that place. That's, because I'm picky about that mess too. Josh says, I get really bad dry working man's hands this time of the year. And Missy says, same here, Scott. Rob Denny says, it's going to help Josh. And Fred saying hey to Josh at JT. And Missy saying, Virginia, good gosh. And JT, Josh saying hey to Fred. Paul saying hey to Josh. Josh is saying hey to Paul. Rob Denny says, just what kind of meetup did y'all have? Well, we went live. You were on the live show. So you saw. We just didn't tell that part. Scott says, Jeff, you wasn't supposed to tell everyone I showed you. You didn't show me your underwear. You showed me what you get. It hadn't even been open. You had it. It was still in its package or whatever. That's what you were showing me. Y'all get them dirty thoughts out of your head. You know good and well me and Scott ain't like it. Jimbo says, Josh, ever try O'Keefe's? I used it for years. Really good for cracking dry hands. Fred says, how embarrassing, Jeff. Virginia says, now we know Jeff and Scott. And then John's retracted something. It's almost 9:30 though. I'm gonna have to cut because she's over here passed out on me. I gotta get the front windshield unfogged too. John says, wow, Jeff, you got a full chat room here tonight. You got 45 people. Missy says, is Josh in here or different? JT. JT is Josh also. That's when I'm saying Josh, I'm meaning JT's Adventures. Sorry about that, Missy. Leslie says, it's easier just to go commando. I've done that a time or two. Jimbo says yes, and then Linda says, okay, Jeff, now you're backtracking on what you saw. Scott says, Virginia, I took them off and showed him. Josh, JT says, I have used it. It was okay. Talking about the that other hand washing, or for dry hands. Lordy, hey, it's been fun tonight. It's been fun. I'm gonna still have to, because I keep all this mess is all scribbled up on here. It's doing like it did what, a month or so ago. Virginia's going Scott and laughing. But back his seat down. But let's see, and then Robin Denise says, make sure and let us know what you think of the hand bomb, Josh. And then Leslie says, it's fine, Jeff. Commando is good sometimes. You got to keep things aired out. David says, hope to see everybody next week. Linda says, Scott Amber must have some good laughs. Linda, I don't know. I missed his live show Sunday night, but I don't know if you get on their live shows or not on Scott's, but it's usually a hoot on theirs. That darn VR is what's keeping me off of YouTube. As far as, you know, except for Tuesday nights when I go live. You know, other than that, I've been in a number of Scott and Amber's lives, and they're fun too. Scott's like me. He'll let it be fun. Now, he don't, you know, probably let it get as rough as it does in mine, and I completely understand that, but we still have good laughs and kid around and stuff. So you'll have to, he's usually live on Sunday nights. So you have to try to catch him on Sunday nights there, Linda. Let's see, y'all are still chatting. Virginia says, I was there. And Linda, Josh says, I will, Rob Denise. And it's about time to order more soap. And Missy's talking to Robin Denise saying she subscribed to their webpage. And Scott says, no, the new putt-putt place has my under breeches. So if y'all want to wear the underwear I wear while playing putt-putt, then there you go. And then, so he's right. They do. They say, he's talking about, they sell the underwear he's talking about that he wears. They sell them at that putt-putt place. That's the newest indoor putt-putt place. That's right after Titanic and all that mess. If you're going like still towards Pigeon Forge, it's what the heck was the name of that place? It's not Crave or that or anything. It's the newest one. You know, it's almost right across from King Kong, almost straight across from it. Wait a minute, what did Leslie say? Elena says, no Amanda tonight? Weird. Yeah, that's right. I hadn't even thought nothing of her. If you want to know the honest truth, Leslie, I hadn't even thought nothing about that. She's missed a damn good one, hasn't she? Dry Creek says, loves to Missy and appreciate it. Josh says, just want to jump in and say, hey, got an early morning. Hey, I'm getting ready to hop off too, Josh, JT Adventures. I appreciate you coming in. Larry says, Leslie. And Dry Creek says, didn't realize that till you said that. Yeah, me neither, Rob Denise. Jimbo says, sorry, Dry Creek, didn't know y'all sent JT the hand bomb. And Missy's sending love. Dry Creek says, not to Josh. And no problem to Jimbo. And Missy says, Amanda hit the NyQuil too hard. And John's saying good evening to Dry Creek. And Scott says, Linda Amber is crazier than I am. And Robin Denise says, wait a minute, did you say he gets it at a putt-putt place? No, I ain't where he gets it at. They had him there. I forgot about that part. That's where he's showing me. They had him there for sale in that place. I think I'm telling that right. Is that not right, Scott? Isn't that where you showed me the underwear? It was at that putt-putt place. And they're saying hey to John. Rob and Denise are. Linda says, Amanda must be ghosting like Ashley. And Charlie Elvis says, back on the underwear. I hate underwear. Elvis don't wear them. And I'm caught up. But hey, Scott, right quick before I hop off, is that not right? Is that where you showed me, was showing me about that underwear? Was it the putt-putt place? I'll try to wait for his. Linda says, Scott, I could go shopping at Walmart with Amber. Well, you're going to be in there a while if you do, Linda. Amber loves to shop. Scott showed me that. And Missy saying hey to Linda, waving at her. And I know Scott's at work, so he might not be able to answer as fast, because I know he's at work right now. Scott says, no, Denise, I get mine from a subscription. Not sure why a putt-putt place has them. Now I'm questioning if Jeff took us really putt-putting. It's all blur now. God, Scott, dang it, it's not no blur. Diamondback says, did you miss my comment? Whoa, hold on a minute. Let me go back. If I did, I apologize, Diamondback. I'm going back. YouTube must not let it go through, Diamondback, because I don't see it. I'm all the way back where we're talking about the laundry mats, and I've scrolled way back here. I don't see it, Diamondback. Try to reword it or something, or if somebody else seen it, y'all let me know, because it's not showing up on my phone here. Scott says, yes, it was at the putt-putt place. I knew I was telling that right. I wanted to make sure, though. So I appreciate you letting me know, Scott. Linda's waving at Missy. Dry Creek's laughing at Scott. Virginia says, hey to Diamondback. Paul says, you got to watch meeting people from the internet, Scott. Larry says, here are the minutes of tonight's live stream. 1, electric vibrators. 2, Virginia went MIA. 3, people are stupid. 4, dishwashers and people who don't have them. 5, underwear. 6, Elvis doesn't even wear underwear. Oh, that's good, Larry. That's good. Missy says, I didn't see anything, Diamondback. And David says, Miss Virginia, we'll see you tomorrow night for supper. And Diamondback saying hey to Virginia. Dry Creek's laughing at Larry. And Pam says, fun time tonight, Beacon. Yeah, it has been fun. It really has. It really has. Paul says, people are definitely stupid and liars. Missy's saying that Larry with 2 R's, awesome. And Leslie says, I sent Diamondback's comment to you, Jeff. Okay. I'll have to see it in a little bit, Leslie, because I can't check it right now live. Scott says, I know Paul. And Linda says, Larry's new update is a classic. Yeah, I know it. That was good. That was good. He remembered every single thing from start to finish. There ain't no way I could do that. Virginia, hell, that's all I can do to remember my rear end if it wasn't attached to me. Virginia says, great summary. And Diamondback says, thank you, Leslie. Yeah, I can't look it up though, Diamondback, because I'm live right now, so I can't check it on my phone, so I apologize. Try retyping it in here though, right quick, Diamondback. You know, and then she's saying, "Oh dear Lord," and then Dry Creek says, "Lord," and then Leslie says, "You're welcome, Diamondback," and Jimbo says, "Gotta go for now. Good night." Yeah, and I gotta hop off here too, cause it's after 9:30, and Tootsie's gotta eat and stuff. But I appreciate all y'all coming in tonight. I really do. Now tonight, it went better than what I thought it was going to, and I know the cause of a lot of it, and I'm talking about everything. But it made it fun though. It really was. It ended up being fun. It ended up being good. I know we had a little spat there for a little bit, but everything ended up being good. I definitely had a good time. I really did. Appreciate all y'all coming in. Appreciate everybody. You know, appreciate coming in and chatting, and of course chatting with each other. I love seeing that too, where y'all talk to each other. Scott says Shiesty Ball Hammock is the official underwear for Kicking It Country, for those that are wondering. Linda says, Larry, you are taking the minutes of the chat from now on. There you go. So Denise is the chat queen lady, and now we got Larry as the king of the minutes of the meetings of the lives, I guess. I can't come up with stuff quick enough like y'all can. Diamondback says Nikki's husband is a very strong Democrat and NWO. And Larry says, I've seen those ads, Scott. And Leslie says, Larry was wanting some of them, Scott. Are they any good? And Scott says, they're a life changer, Larry. So there you go. From a man to another man. So anyhow, but hey, guys, appreciate it. Hey, if anybody wants to play trivia tomorrow night, Fred and Connie, Life of Mountain Folk, they're going to have trivia on Angel. I'll get it out here in a minute. Touched by an Angel. Touched by an Angel is trivia for tomorrow night. If anybody wants to play along and guess the answers for that and stuff. But anyhow, hey, love all y'all. Come here, Toots. Come here. Oh, bless her heart. She's asleep. Come here. Okay. Oh, sorry. I know you was asleep. Here, stand up here. You was out like a light. Come here. Yeah, okay. I picked you up wrong. Yeah. We'll get some bites when we get home. But hey, tell everybody you love them. And thanks for coming in. We enjoyed it. Fix her bandana here. Love all y'all, and we will see y'all, I guess, next week, if not before. Just depends on if anything goes on. But thanks again. See you on the next go round. Love everybody. I didn't mean to grab you. I didn't mean to pick you up, bro. All right, now how the hell do you end this thing? Because YouTube's changed this mess. I got to figure out what all does what. What's that? Okay, that does that. Wait a minute. How do I get back?